My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena, where at the time of recording we have no requests currently pending. Alright, let's see what we can get done. I want to get a rogue. Thank you very much. The reason I want to get a rogue is because I have 2 rogue dominance quests currently going on, and I also have a rogue victory quest. Wailing Soul can be actively detrimental to your board, Headcrack is overcosted, SI7 Agent is fucking incredible, so is the Spider Tank as well. Man, now 3 drops are strong. Start off with 4, strong 4 as well. Acolyte of Pain, Stormwind Knight, Lord of the Arena. So the Acolyte of Pain most often is only going to get 1 card draw. It's better in Mage, where you can, in the late game, play it for 5 mana by pinging it, get a 1-2 and a card. Stormwind Knight, best case scenario, it trades for a 3-2 and it ends up as a 2-2 afterwards. And Lord of the Arena. I mean, is Lord of the Arena good now just because the meta is so aggressive? I don't think that's good. Alright, I'm taking the Stormwind Knight, just because the others are worse. I guess I take the Priestess of Elune here. 3 damage to the enemy hero is unlikely to be a useful battle cry. Whereas 4 health to my own hero, because I'm going to be using my dagger very often to clear minions, is likely to be more important. I mean, I don't like the Priestess of Elune's stats, but it's the best of all the ones that I could have chosen. Strengthorn Tiger is the strongest minion out of those. Sabotage, Blood Knight, or Sea Giant. Sea Giant is one of the most castable giants in Arena. I am considering that. But Sabotage, being able to just go, no, fuck your, card. It's really good. Even if it is a random enemy minion, most often it's going to be worthwhile. Alright, I'll still take Sabotage. Betrayal for the board clear or Sentient Shieldmaster. I think it's got to be Sentient Shieldmaster because of the aggression currently in Arena. So Sentient Shieldmaster is that one. This has to be Force Tank Max because the other 2 actively suck. I love the Petition's Blade, don't get me wrong, but Sludge Belcher is such an amazing 5-drop, and it's so strong anti-aggression, so I'll have to take it. Piloted Shredder. It's always Piloted Shredder when you get offered a Piloted Shredder. Fairy Dragon, strong 2, especially since we don't have any 2s yet. Eviscerate. I want to take the Deadly Poison, but Eviscerate's better. Big Game Hunter. I mean, I don't have the early game base deck to make an Enhancer Meccano worth it, so I'll take a Big Game Hunter. And let's see if we actually ever get that to hit. Defias Ringleader for when we go second and have the opening hand. Another Big Game Hunter? Is it Fel Reaver? It could be Fel Reaver. I mean, how many mechs do I have? 1, 2, 3... I mean, I don't... 4... Cogmaster's Wrench could be worth my while. You know what? I think it might be. And I'll prioritize highly mechs from now on. I don't take the Cult Master because I don't have enough early minions to trade, so I'll take an Anubar Ambusher in order to try and defend and kind of keep the board. Defias Ringleader, even though I need the 6, I don't have enough early game yet. That's a Spectral Knight. I kind of wish that I took the Puddle Stomper rather than Defias, and the Boulder Fist Ogre rather than the Spectral Knight, but what are you gonna do? I have 2 current spells in the deck. Wild Pyromancer? Is that even gonna be worth my while? We've also got Deathlord. Deathlord's what's Deathlord gonna be protecting, right? And then if Deathlord does summon something horrible, what do I do? How am I gonna respond? If I could buff Deathlord's attack, I'd be much more enthusiastic about this, but I can't. Alright, I'll just take a standard Wild Pyromancer here. That's gotta be the... I want the Deadly Poison so fucking badly, but Venchico is real good. No, I'm taking the Deadly Poison. I need it. Southsea Deckhand is actually surprisingly good in Rogue. I'll actually take that. It's pretty much like a 1 mana Bluegill Warrior in Rogue. Most often you'll have a weapon out. Betrayal for the board clear, just because the other 2 are pretty individually bad. I want the strong 3 Scarlet Crusader, but I think that I could get away with taking the Worgen Infiltrator. Yeah. Yeah, it'll put me ahead of the opponent if I have a much better opener than... Oh shit, Shadow Step. Alright. Are there enough things in this game that I want to Shadow Step? I mean, there totally are not. I mean, I've got 1 combo card, 2 combo cards, 3 combo card. Ugh. 1 Shadow Step just because the others are trash? No, I'd take a Wind Fury Harpy and hope that it sometimes hits. Frostwolf Warlord. With this many early game minions now, Frostwolf Warlord's worth my while to pick up. Sprint for the late game so I can fill my hands. I can't take another sprint. The second sprint is infinitely worse than the first one, so instead I'm going to be taking a Stormwind Champion to buff up my early game. Argent Squire? No, it's got to be Raging Worgen, right? So the Argent Squire would be a choice that I would make if I didn't think I was going to have a 2-drop, so that I could use the Argent Squire's 1 damage plus my weapon's 1 damage in order to kill something. But I think I'm going to be having a 2-drop majority of the games. And then the final one's a Blade Flurry just because the other 2 suck dick. I don't like it. I do not like it. So, our late game consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 of which are horrible, so might as well be 4. A 4-drop slot, pretty strong. 3-drop slot, relatively strong if we mulligan correctly. A lot of it's going to rely on whether or not we get the Defias Ringleader to hit properly by going second and having a Defias Ringleader in our opening hand, so we can coin a Defias Ringleader out. I mean, another reason to get as many 1-drops as possible is to have combo triggers for the Defias Ringleader and for the whereabouts are you? Sabotage, but that's not the one I'm looking for. SI7 Agent. SI7 Agent's pretty damn good. It's immensely powerful in Arena. I mean, think about this. You coin it out on turn 2 in order to kill your opponent's 3-2, right? So you get a 3-3 on the board, your opponent loses a 3-2. You've killed that card basically for the cost of the coin, and you've developed a minion that's likely stronger than anything that they're going to be able to play, or at least going to be able to trade with whatever they're going to play. Yeah. Quite powerful. It's, you know, in that situation, it's an automatic 2-for-1. Hey, look, SI7 Agent and a coin. Which means... Do I throw back Deadly Poison? Yeah, that means I throw back Deadly Poison. I need early game. Oh, well, aren't I glad I threw back Deadly Poison and got all this fucking early game in my hands. If I draw 1 3-drop, I actually kind of rectify my curve a little bit, though. Yeah, that's not a 3-drop.
The pleasure is mine.
Pleasure's mine, as you might be aware. And thank you, sir. Coin. SI7 kills my opponent's minion. Everything's going as planned so far. So now I have a minion on the board, my opponent doesn't have a minion on the board. It's as if I put down a 2-drop that survived to my opponent's 2-drop and killed it. Whee! Fuck you. God damn it. So what I really wanted to be doing there was, yeah, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I actually have to Deadly Poison up my dagger, because next turn I want to drop a 4-drop, which means that I wouldn't have the ability to use anything on my dagger. So now I basically developed a Fiery War Axe that turn, but it's vulnerable. I need to not get Acidic Swamp Boost.
I can ease your pain.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't want to have to hit that twice, so instead I'll just develop the Anubar. I kind of want to keep the board as clear as possible, so that I can develop a Wind Fury Harpy without it dying easily.
Mind if I roll need?
This is fine. This is fine. So, take that out. That out. I mean, so the Anubar Ambusher. Return a random friendly minion to your hand. So I kind of negate that that death rattle if I play a minion that has to die before the Anubar. Is that true? I could just play this as a 5-5. I'll just play that as a 5-5. Of course, the horrible thing here is if my opponent has Shadow Bolt or the other one that isn't Shadow Bolt. Oh no. Oh baby! Now I'm feeling really good about making that play. Because look at all the damage we're pushing in. Okay. If this Wind Fury Harpy can survive one turn, I can put down the Stormwind Champion. It can deal 10 damage by itself. Holy shit. Don't. Oh. That was almost horrible, and we win the game.
Well played.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Well played.
Okay, let's go over and change our score data. It almost just sniped off a 4... Yeah, there's all the dominance and victory quests I was talking about. It almost sniped off a 4 health minion. That would have been, first off, hilarious, and secondly, what? But it would have been hilarious as well, so I wouldn't have minded as much. As long as it didn't snipe off the Anubar Ambusher and return the... return the Wind Fury Harpy to hands. That would have been such a huge swing. My opponent developing a egg without the ability to use the egg, or not developing anything on turn 2, effectively because of this SI7 agent, that was all huge.
Valera versus Valera.
Watch your...
Oh look, Reckless.
I will be
I mean, Pilot to Shred is really good, but is it good enough to keep? So, Betrayal is never going to be played super early, unless I'm really horribly behind, and if I'm horribly behind, I'm going to lose the game. I actually think I still need one of my 2-drops, which means that I'm going to have to throw the Pilot to Shredder. Does that mean that I keep the Deadly Poison as a possible coin 3? No, not coin 3, Hero Power 3. No. It means I have to throw them all back and search for a 2 and a 3, or at least a 2. I mean, Spider Tank into Cogmaster's Wrench is okay, but I still... There we go. I don't mind that I'm going to be playing it as a 2-2. That's okay, I guess. Oh, don't you fucking Defias me.
This is our
You...
town, scrub.
It's their town, scrub!
This is our town, scrub.
Unfortunately, I can't worry about value right now. I need to make sure that I don't lose off the back of that early.
For a little while, I pack a big punch.
But... So now my opponent can use the Micro Machine plus the Hero Power in order to kill this. Hopefully, they develop a 3 and then go double for face, because then I can use the Cogmaster's Wrench to remove the Micro Machine, use the Spider Tank to remove the Defias Ringleader, and then I... Oh, God. Yeah, I'm fucked. Oh, we got trouble. We got trouble right here in River City, and it starts with T and it rhymes with M? Okay. So this needs to hit this because it dies to any other target, and this can kill any other target regardless. So I do that, and then take the least amount of damage on my hero by hitting that. And then the South Sea Deckhand kind of bails me out of the Micro Machine hell that I'm already in. So it looks very likely that we're going to see Dagger Mastery hitting this. Fine. I understand that that was a very high likelihood, but it means that my opponent can only develop something with 2 mana following.
Shields up.
Yeah, so I'm not particularly threatened by that. And it means that I get to pop down a pretty amazing response. I mean, we're not in a horrible position, despite all of the shit that went on in the early game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My opponent's on 6, call it 6.5 cards for the weapon. And I'm on 5, 5.5. Except I do have first turn advantage, so... Ooh, give me that sabotage. Smart. So my opponent's going to trade one of those plus the 3/3 dagger to kill it. That's 100% going to happen 100% of the time. I kind of just need to outlast this Assassin's Blade. Yep, you trade that one because it's not got the health to survive anyway. Sorry, it hasn't got the taunt, so it doesn't matter. Oh man, another Sunfury Protector. What kind of deck are you running? Another... What the... What? Well, aren't you aggressive? I mean, now I have decent card value, but I am far behind. I mean, I can clear that by attacking it and then Blade Flurrying. So next turn I take a total of 7 damage at least. Yeah, that's too much. I actually have to do this. A Blade Flurry for 1 damage. Whee! Now, Sludge Belcher being out and the Sen'jin Shieldmaster being out means I have no more taunts. Whoa! Nothing? Assassinate is one of those cards. Sap is the other, I think, maybe? Shit.
Here we go.
Sinister Strike could possibly be one of the cards. So I want to outlast as many of them as possible. So if my opponent saps this first, and then I play it again and then they assassinate it, fine. Acidic Swamp Ooze destroys that weapon, fine. Perdition's Blade. To the face. What's this card? Oh no. Uh-oh. So I have to kill the Acidic Swamp Ooze next turn.
For the king! For honor!
Okay. The reason that I did that play rather than putting down the Stormwind Champion is this actually sets up lethal for me next turn. 6, 11, 13, but +1 buff to each of them. Unless that's a Sunfury Protector or an Argus, we win. Oh no. You fucker. That was really good. Now that gets returned to my hand. Yeah, that's actually the end of my game. That was well done.
Well played.
Concede. That's a total of, yeah, 8 damage. I had 6 health.
Well played.
If my opponent didn't have that betrayal, we would have won. We had a total of 16 damage available to... Well, 17 damage using our hero power as well available to us next turn. Fuck. Yeah, that worked out really well for them. They had a better deck than we did, though. Just based off the fact that they got the proper opener, so Coin Defias. Based off the fact that they had a really good variance of 3-drops, so they had the Acidic Swamp Ooze and stuff like that. Oh, and also that they had weapons. Like Perdition's Blade, Assassin's Blade. Assassin's Blade was huge for them.
You're back.
I actually have to mulligan all of these. I don't like how often I have to mulligan basically my entire hand, but especially when I have the coin, I'm definitely digging for things to combo it with. So at the very least, I might be able to use the Stormwind Knight to get back in the game, but right now, I'm fucking furious that I'm this far behind. Like, I don't have a 2-drop, I don't have a 3-drop. Hey, at least I can dagger and kill that. Yep.
Here we go.
Which is actually surprisingly good for me, because then next turn I can coin Stormwind Champion and use the rest of my dagger to kill a 3 health minion, which is the most common amount of health that's going to be played on a 3-mana minion. Huh.
Here we go.
I think I actually play the Mech Yeti. And I play the Mech Yeti because it enables my Cogmaster's Wrench next turn. Even though that will be 1 mana off curve, it'll be super valuable. Also because a 5/5 is equivalently a 4/5 right now because my opponent doesn't have any minions that have 5 health rather than 4 health. Oh, Dark Bomb attack. Okay, that's perfectly kosher with me. Do I keep the Piloted Shredder up my... Nah. I can't keep the Piloted Shredder up my sleeve. Especially when I have a Cogmaster's Wrench in hand. The thing is, I don't have a 2-drop yet to play with the Cogmaster's Wrench, but considering I have drawn 0 2-drops and that I drafted about 8 of them, I should have one soon. Can't believe they Wompa-Womped us. It's insane. And I actually have to kill the Wompa-Womp.
For the king! For honor!
Haha! Yeah, that's what you get for the fucking Wompa-Womps, son! They got the Rusty Horn. You gonna Mortal Coil this now? No, okay. They got the Rusty Horn off of the back. Just 1 second, I have to make a decision. Yeah, it's gotta be that, right? It doesn't have to be. Actually, this is better.
Tadingo!
It sets up for a stronger Frostwolf Warlord next turn. Also, it means that a top deck of the, what's it called? Stormwind Champion would actually be amazing. Oh. Eviscerate. Interesting. So, Frostwolf Warlord.
Stand ready.
And then I could eviscerate this guy? Actually, that's worth my while. I could trade off my lower minions for it and then keep my Eviscerate. No, Eviscerate's 1-time damage. And my opponent has shown no ability to board clear. So I might as well try and keep as many of my board as possible. Anyway, they got the Wompa-Womp out of my fucking Mech Yeti. The Wompa-Womp is like a 1 in 8 chance for them to get that, and that's the only thing. Oh no, also the flip. Holy shit, the board clear. That I didn't think they had. In fact, that I was very certain they didn't have. Ooh.
You're looking at me.
There's no reason for me to deviate from the face right now. Anyway, also reversing switch would have done it, I guess. Or the attack bonus. Yeah, I'm feeling less bad about it now. It's like 3 in 8, so it's about 50% of the time my opponent gets something that makes their minion worth the while to kill. Or already dead.
For the king!
Trade both of those for the Frostwolf? Oh! Why? You need spell damage plus Shadow Flame. Hellfire attack? Yeah, you attacked the least... Okay, well played. That's weird. 2-1. So that's one of our road quests complete. As long as we can get to 5 wins, I'll be the happiest fucking man. Because that's another 120 gold for me, right? That just means that I can stomp out like 4 fucking arenas today. And if I can do that... Here's the great thing about doing a huge amount of arenas today. That would set me up to be able to record Blackrock Mountain and release Blackrock Mountain alongside all of the rest of my content instead of having to replace certain episodes.
I will fight.
I think I might be able to do that. I'm not certain though, so don't, don't hold your breath, but that could happen. Again, I'm throwing everything back. because none of those are powerful enough or combo-y enough to be the card I want to keep in my opening hand. I'm also not happy about this. If I draw the Cogmaster's Wrench, I'll be way more pleased with it. But as it stands, this is a pretty bad opening hand. Again! We have 2 fucking Defias Ringleader. What is going on here? When we go second, we just have an atrocious hand. It's kind of a pattern at this point. At least my opponents keep developing 1/1s, or at least X1s. Yes? Now that's only worth my while because it keeps me on curve, and I get to develop a Spider Tank next turn. After, most likely, trading for whatever my opponent plays. Ooh! What would be horrible is if they played an Aldor Peacekeeper.
Let the pain.
Oh, excellent. I'm not following the rules. In fact, I get to kill that and keep a 3/2. That's really good. Obviously, I have to kill it because if my opponent had a Blessing of Kings, it goes up to a 4/7, and then it kills one of my minions, and then it's still on the fucking board, and it's real difficult to kill.
Here we go.
Lights out.
That turn was obvious enough. I just had to remove the taunt and go through. Unfortunately, I lost a significant amount of card value having to do so, but, you know, that's Taz Dingo for you. I can kill that with my weapon, luckily. No, that's a buff. Yeah, of course it is. I can attack and then Blade Flurry to clear them. Oh, right. The Raging Worgen's thing, the Raging Worgen's power, cannot be triggered next turn. Because he can't take damage to his first hit because he's got the shield on. So I don't actually need to fear that. Not right now, at least. Plus, next turn I have thingy, thingy, and thingy if I really need. You know, thingy, thingy, and thingy. My hero power, Blade Flurry, and Eviscerate. That's what that always means, of course, regardless of the class I'm playing. Okay. That just means that dies to my weapon next turn, so congratulations. Were you thinking that was going to give this Wind Fury?
It's clobbering time.
That'd be funny.
The light protects.
Oh man, drawing a 2-drop would be amazing. Wait. Hang on. Dagger, attack, Blade Flurry, Eviscerate, keep my 3/1?
Here we go.
Or I could Blade Flurry and then attack this? Or... No, I want to keep my 3/1, hang on. I could keep Eviscerate or my 3/1. But I get to develop a Wild Pyromancer if I don't use the Eviscerate. So that would be, that attacks there, and then I Wild Pyromancer and then Blade Flurry. But if that attacks there, I just need to Blade Flurry. I could just have a 3/2 instead. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That attacks there, Blade Flurry, develop Wild Pyromancer. This leaves me with the Eviscerate currently in hand and a 3/2 on the board rather than a 3/1.
The gates are open.
Those are the primary differences, at least. Okay. I can kill that. Is it worth my while, though? No. I don't exactly fear my opponent having 1 damage because they didn't have it a turn ago. So I'm leaving this here, obviously, so that I can use Stormwind Champion to buff it to kill this. Kind of just gives me a bit more versatility in things happening.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Okay. I feel relatively powerful right now, I just have to worry about my health. So this is making sure that Raging Worgens don't go out of control, right? That's what I've really got to worry about. That one would need a Blessing of Kings, and then it can kill my 6/6 and then attack my face. That's pretty tragic right there. Oh no, you're gonna trade both it and the two. Oh, this is lovely for me.
Shields up. Red alert.
Shields up, red alert.
Reporting for duty.
Okie dokie. Hey, I got a Raging Worgen of my own.
First kill.
For the king! For honor!
Okie dokie. Now let's see how the board shakes out. I mean, our card advantage is off the fucking chain right now. We're 3.5 cards against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. Yeah.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, thank you for the piloted Sky Golem, buddy. I mean, it's a really good card, but it's not going to help you against the Beast Basher.
Mr. Bitey.
Oh, it's you and Mr. Bitey, is it? Okay. I mean, I kind of want to keep the Priestess Balloon up my sleeve, so to speak. So I'm developing things with 4 strength so that they kill the Dragon the Mechanic in 1 hit. I also don't want to use my 2/3 to kill the Silverhand Recruit because it puts it down to a health bar where the Dragon the Mechanic can kill it. I kind of want my opponent to have to go all out on 1 minion and then to realize that they don't have lethal because I heal myself 4 with the Priestess of Balloon. Currently on the board, I have 14 damage. 15 in hand. Hang on, 15 in hand? 19 in hand. Okay, so I'm 2 off lethal. Okay. What cards can I draw that make that lethal? Oh, Hammer of Wrath? Have you got a Hammer of Wrath? No? Why would you make that play? You're a wild dude.
For honor!
I think the novelty of holding the Priestess of Balloon has been lost now.
Yeah, beat!
I'm not sure I traded correctly there, but I'm so far ahead that I don't think it'll matter. There's the Hammer of Wrath that I was looking for. What card do I get? Hammer of Wrath is an amazing fucking top-decking Paladin card. It's really good. Basically, remove a minion, plus do whatever the fuck you want for the rest of the game. No, plus draw a card, play another minion. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. Eviscerate. Yeah, I'm up to 16 damage. Excellent. It's gonna be real helpful.
Here we go.
I mean, I'm playing very safe here near the end, but I think it's done. Even if my opponent plays, say... Yeah. Let's say something stupid happens and they play Deathwing. They top deck and play Deathwing. We have the Big Game Hunter. We have Sabotage. We have 1,000,001 ways to kill a Deathwing.
Reporting for duty.
You're looking at me.
This is just for fun because I think I have lethal. In fact, I'm almost certain I have lethal this time. Yeah. I kind of just wanted to see the sabotage effect. I've actually never seen it played before. In fact, have I seen it played before? I've never seen it played against me. I've never drafted it. And I tend to very kind of like casually focus when I'm watching, you know, Trump, Amars, Crip, Recful, etc. Yeah, I don't think I've actually ever seen the effect for it before. And I didn't even focus when I fucking played it there. I was too focused on the lethal, so I still haven't seen the effect for it, I guess. Ah, yes. I believe this is Korean.
You asked for it. Watch.
God, I hope it's Korean, otherwise I look like a real ignorant dude. I think it's Korean. I keep the one drop regardless of the fact that I'm mulliganing for combo. Oh, there we go, it paid off. Oh, now I need another 2-drop, otherwise this kind of looks dumb.
The pleasure is mine.
So my opponent pings one of them, and then I guess I develop a dagger, run to the face. I mean, I'm not really getting super value out of this, especially against the mage. It's a fun opening, I'll give you that much. Okay. You're a wild dude, and I like you. Actually develop a dagger and attack this turn. Because next turn I'm most likely to use the Warg Infiltrator and develop another dagger. Unless I top deck a 3.
We have many secrets.
Ooh! Oh baby. That's a really good play.
You're looking at me.
Here we go.
I smell blood.
Okay, so it's not duplicate and it's also not mirror image. I'm gonna have to assume it's an attack for face one. Ooh. That's a good minion.
Tadingo! Yes.
Here we
I'm gonna test for... Nope, it's not Ice Barrier. Okay. Could be Vaporize, where I want to run the 2-1 into the face.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I mean, that's too good of a trade. I can't pass that up. I could have developed the Anubar that turn, I'm aware. But this leaves a 2-1 on the field after it dies. Whereas the Anubar does not. What? Sorry, a 1-2 on the field. The Anubar leaves nothing in its wake.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Fuck, they're playing around Betrayal real well. Oh shit! They're playing around Betrayal a little less well now. Oh no! That's counterspell. Uh-oh. Hang on. I have to try. Yeah, it's counterspell. Fucking hell! Oh! No! I needed that betrayal, and I didn't have any other secret to any other spell to sacrifice so that I could play it.
Special delivery!
Oh, fuck you. That's the perfect turn for that as well, because you can use the minion plus the hero power. We now lose. There's nothing we can do against this. We have no board clear in our entire deck. This is going to stop us from using any of our weapons. We've lost. I cannot believe that shit. We have no catch-up mechanism. Betrayal is our board clear. And, you know, if we'd held on to Betrayal, we would still just not have anything on the field. So that's real good, I guess. Freeze the face again. Opponent already has lethal next turn, unless I can clear the entire board, including... Oh, look at that shit! Oh, man! Blade Flurry, this is perfect. Okay, so I just do that, and then I Blade Flurry, and then I concede because I can't kill anything else. That's absurd. I mean, when you get Kirin Tor Mage, you start drafting sub-tier, prime secrets, right? So you draft secrets that, you'd like to play 0 for them, but you wouldn't pay 3 for them. So you start to draft things like Spellbender a lot, you start to, even though Spellbender also would have fucked me over, you start to draft things like Vaporize. I think it's a great example of that, right? It's something that you don't really want to play with 3 mana, but hey, if you can cheat it out, it's definitely worth it. You don't do things like Ice Barrier, though.
Versus Thrall.
So I was just desperately hoping it was Vaporize, basically.
Watch.
Going first, yay. I need 2 more wins before I get 1 more loss. Oh, this is a tragic situation to be in. I might just go on ladder and then just fucking grind out 3 wins. Sorry, 2 wins as a rogue in order to complete the dominance quests. And then at that point, I'll, celebrate and say, woo, I went a 5 arena. I'll just retcon in my own memory. Yay, I went a 5 arena, and therefore I have 120 gold. Yay! Blackrock Arena. Hang on, this comes out on... Fuck, Wednesday is... 31st today. So this comes out on the 1st. Blackrock Arena starts tomorrow. American time. We are so fucking far ahead of our opponent. They need a huge catch-up mechanism. Spell damage plus Forked Lightning.
Tazdingo! Yes!
I guess I don't care that much. I mean, I could Sabotage. No, because I don't even have a good 5 play, so instead I'll just do the removal. Keep my minion alive? No. So having the mech is actually more important. Having the mech at 3-4 is more important than having the mech at possibly 3-1, because 3-1 and 3-2 die to Lightning Storm, they also die to Forked Lightning. They both die to something. But the 3-2 kind of lives on, if you want to think about it in that way, because the Cogmaster's Wrench is alive, and the Spider Tank is keeping that alive. So I can't risk the Spider Tank dying.
What to do?
It's kind of the way I'm going to be looking at that.
Mind if I roll need?
Here we go.
Tazdingo!
Here we
Yeah, I think I still run removal on that. I mean, I'm giving my opponent a huge amount of cards, but they're not doing anything with them. That gets sabotaged 100% of the time. Yeah, I'm not doing 7 more damage to the face with an Eviscerate and then a fucking Cogmaster's Wrench. Well played.
played.
Is that going to be a concede? Like, with fucking 6 cards in hand? I mean, even a Fire Elemental doesn't get you back into the game at this point. I don't think you know that, but that doesn't happen. Arm Skull, okay. Two, 6, 9, plus 6, 15. I can do a total of 15 damage this turn.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
I think I keep that in hand. 2, 6. So next turn, even through Taunt, I can deal 9 damage. Fine. And that would be using Blade Flurry to have the Cogmaster's Wrench hit the face. Which, with the way I'm letting my opponent build a few things on the board, probably not likely to be. Oh. So I think I just win now? That doesn't help you. Okay.
For the king!
Charge. Eviscerate the face. Blade Flurry. Well played.
Well,
Okay, we're up to 4-2. This is basically the match that decides it all. And since we're at 2 losses, and I don't have an extreme confidence in this deck, I'm actually not going to skip to a part 2. This is usually my downfall though, because then I end up with like a 1.5 hour episode, 2.5 hour episode, something stupid like that, which I have had before, because I go from 4-2 to like 8-2. I've had that happen. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, even though hoping that doesn't happen means I'm hoping that I lose. It's a wild and wacky world we currently have to live in, but we persevered.
Valera.
That's disgusting.
Valkyrian.
I must
Oh.
protect the wild.
watch
Extra card.
your back.
Spider Tank is such an amazing 3 that I think I keep it. Because it also enables my Cogmaster plays. Spider Tank is not good enough to have kept in that situation because now I don't have a turn 2. Oh my god. We're so reliant on having a good, 2 and 3.
Slippery.
Slippery.
I might have to just use the big game hunter. Against a druid. I cannot believe that I'm doing this. Because now that trades for that trades for that. It's perfect. I get 3 damage into the face and I waste the coin and give my opponent the board, basically. At least I have a good response to that, and my opponent didn't have a 4-drop on curve. Of course, I don't have a good response to that if my opponent, say, has, Mark of the Wild. Do I sabotage for the 50-50? I think I have to. Not the right one, buddy. Not the right one. Yeah. Hero Power plus minion kills that, and you end up with a 4-3, and 4 mana to develop another thing on the board. We are very significantly behind. We're slightly better off now. And I do mean slightly. Our board state is frail, our opponent is 1 mana ahead of us, so we should have a card advantage. That's the whole point. But no, that's not how that's working.
Behold the might of Stormwind! Honor.
That's relatively important to have done, because it means that my opponent has to sacrifice their 1-4 if they want to get a swipe on the 6-6. 1-4, swipe, and the hero power will clear it. I think I go Stranglethorn Tiger Cogmasters next turn, setting up for a Deadly Poison, hopefully a Force Tank Max or something like that the turn after. That would be an amazing Cogmasters Wrench. Yeah, 5 damage, 3 hits. It's an Arcanite Reaper with another hit.
What to do?
Come on, buddy. 5 mana, sorry, 5 damage, 3 hits. That's an Ashbringer, actually. Poison Seeds, okay. Power of the Wild for minion. Right then. I mean, we're in a relatively good position, surprisingly. That trades for that, but, you know. I can't slow down. Gotta go fast. I learned everything that I've learned from Sanic. Oh my god, I'm so fucking happy I didn't play the Cogmaster's Wrench like I was going to. Shit. Oh, that's actually bad. If your opponent can flood the board and then do that, it's kind of really annoying. Cogmaster's Wrench.
Here we go.
For the Lich King!
So, my opponent's gonna use 2 of theirs to kill this anyway, so I just attack the face instead. So they either use this, this, and this, but the more economic way is to do this, this, and this to kill that. Starfall. Whoa. That's pretty tragic for me. That's pretty bad for me.
Here we go.
Now it's in a top deck war. So they hero power to kill this, that kills that. Then my wrench kills that next turn, and I have the Wind Fury Harpy available versus whatever my opponent's card is. Unless, of course, my opponent's card is an immediate interrupt to the board state, like a spell or a battle cry. Here's hoping it's not relevant. I've already used my big game hunter, so I'm hoping it's not like fucking Ironbark Protector, in which case I'm fucked. Not relevant. I mean, that makes sense, because this is going to be doing a lot of damage.
Here we go.
I am the breakthrough.
Okay, so I start off with the premier board position here. Basically, does my opponent get an Ancient of War, an Ancient of Law, or a Ironbark Protector? Those are kind of the big fucking swinging balls of this world. Actually, Swipe is amazing as well. Remove the 5-4 and the 2-1, set down the 2-2 to a 2-1, and then kill it with the hero power.
Bend to my command.
I don't think I can detour to kill that with this and this. No.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
You're looking at me.
Not the
Here
Lord.
we go.
So that can kill that, fine, but you still need to be able to kill the Frostwolf Warlord. The Frostwolf Warlord, by the way, interestingly enough, with 2 minions on the field is a 6/6, which removes my opponent's ability to use Big Game Hunter against it. Oh, well played. 5-2, there's our Dominance quests done. Hell yeah. Another 120 gold, don't fucking mind if I do. That's 565. That's already 10 more gold than we came into this arena with. And we haven't finished the arena yet. I'm quite pleased with that. So what have our most recent arenas been? I mean, looking at the amount of gold that we have. They were a 10-3, a 6-3, and then a 10-3. Okay, that's pretty good. Keep that. That's really good in the early if you play it on curve. Fucking pains me to do, but I'll keep it. No. I was really hoping for like a Deadly Poison. Or one of my 3-drops. Deadly Poison or a 3-drop. So a 1-drop or a 3-drop would have been fine. Because it kind of fixes my 2. Oh, there's a 3-drop. That's fine. Versus Slick Ricks. Don't develop anything, you fucker. Lovely. Cannot break this door by overusing it. Can break that. Also break these. Can I break the griffin? No, the griffin just straight up doesn't give a fuck. It just yells at me if I try. Going for the face. Huh. That's interesting. I mean, all of this is making my Anubar Ambusher horrible. Because it looks like I'm going to have a minion on the field when I play my Anubar Ambushler. Oh, whoa! Hey! Betrayal's amazing this turn! Betrayal enrages my own Raging Worgen because of the Wild Pyromancer. And then I get to play the Defias Ringleader after it. Play something like in Betrayal for value. Oh, fuck you. How dare you do that shit to me? I want to play the Anubai Ambusher, but if it... well... what's really going to kill it in the early game? I mean, I don't see my opponent killing it this turn without, like, Innovate. So it'd be Innovate Starfire... sorry, Starfall. Innovate Starfire. Or... oh, fucking no. Wait, so the... yeah, they're both dead, and then Poison Seeds summons two 2/2s. So I don't actually lose anything. Poison Seeds actually wasn't even amazing in that position. It just took four of my opponent's mana to downgrade my minions. I think they thought they were going to be sending one back to hand at least. Starfall is amazing right now. Here comes the Starfall! Chugga 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 chugga. Oh, I was gonna say choo choo when you hit the board with it. That's oftentimes not a Starfire. Seven mana. Oh, I know what I do. Attack. Attack. Redagger. Blade Flurry. Should have Blade Flurried first and then Redaggered so I would have a 1/1 weapon left over. Interesting.
Well played.
Well played.
This is our town, scrub.
And unfortunately, I don't have the damage to finish it. For some reason, I was thinking that SI7 and I was just going to end up with the damage to win the game, but no, it's not how that worked. My dog is very fiercely annoyed at something outside our door, evidently.
Here we go.
And that's GG. Well played.
Well played.
Saw it to 6 and 2. Can you hear the dog? Or is it just me? Like, I want to know if I have to go out there and silence him. You know what I mean? Silence him. I'll just yell at him out the window. Hang on. Cooper! Stop it!
Valera versus Uther.
I will fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, it seems to have worked.
Watch your...
Oh, extra card! What is going on in my life? I got an extra card, I got the Defias Ringleader in my opening hand! Oh, this guy's got Tiger Blood though, so I can't beat Charlie Sheen. Oh, that's what's going on in my life. Shitty curve otherwise, of course.
The pleasure is mine.
It is, it totally is. Boom.
This is our town, scrub.
Now my opponent can try and respond with a Reinforce to try and force me to dagger to kill the Reinforce to try and slow down my tempo, but I don't care. Right, that would be amazing for me. Because I don't have, you know, anything.
Shields up. Red alert.
Okay, that's actually really good for me as well.
Here we go.
So I get to remove their minion and attack the face as well. Shielded minibot's fucking amazing, so being able to diss it with half of my hero power and then half with another card, that's really good for me. Not having another 3-drop though. That's not that great.
Here we go.
You're looking at me.
Welp. Now we're not in an amazing position. So we killed 2 shielded minibots with, you know, coin, card, plus 4 health. But now we don't have anything developed on the field. Our opponent's on 4 mana and we're on 3. Okay. I think they're trying to run interruption, but that's not going to work because the Sentient Shieldmaster is actually powerful enough to deal with that one.
Here we go.
Or at least doesn't have a battle cry, so it doesn't matter as much. So obviously I hit that once, just in case. Just in case. I have something I want to develop next turn.
Reinforcements requested.
Ooh. Can I risk that getting a buff?
Man.
I think I have to.
Stand ready.
So my opponent's already played 2 mechs. I just have to hope that they don't have a mech to play so that that Cobalt Guardian gets super value with a shield. Just no mech would be nice.
Follow the rules.
Not a mech so far. Also not a mech. Lovely. Worked out for me.
Error 37.
Error 37. That sounds tragic. Not to mention other adjectives.
Here we go.
If you're wondering why I keep saying tragic, not to mention other adjectives, and saying it in that fashion, it's an old Tom Lehrer song. Or from an old Tom Lehrer song called We Will All Go Together When We Go, about the idea of nuclear elimination, and how your friends won't have to grieve if you die at the same time as them. It's a very cheery song, as you can imagine.
Reporting for
Well, Stormwind Knight, it's actually, Stormwind Champion's actually going to be really helpful for me right now.
behold the might of
So I get to kill that. And then kill your replacement. The 2-1 unfortunately gets to kill my 5-2 Wind Fury. But by that time I've already gotten value out of it. It killed a Sludge Belcher. If I start to get drastically concerned with the value of my health, I can use the Sludge Belcher. Just to protect me for a while.
They are banned to my
Spiteful Smythe. Actually, I think, especially because these are both going to my face, I totally kill the Spiteful Smythe and then just play my fucking Sludge Belcher.
for the Alliance.
Oh my god, this is an amazing turn for me. Then I get to kill that, then I develop the South Sea Deckhand, which goes over and kills that. What are we at? 1 hour and 4 minutes. This arena is going to take 7,000 years to upload, and I have to upload it tonight. Fuck.
Let me think.
I'm always behind on the arenas. It's just because the arena is, you know, 2.5 gig, 3 gig, something stupid like that always. And uploading them takes, well,
They are
between 6 and 10 hours, depending on the size of it. So yeah. That's good.
Here we go.
I mean, it's unfortunate that I have to do that, but I don't think my opponent's getting through this taunt, the next taunt, and then
For the Alliance.
coming for my health points. I don't need to use sprint right now, so I can actually Wild Pyromancer, Stranglethorn Tiger Hero Power. I was trying to get Raging... I thought I had enough for Wild Pyromancer, Raging Worgen, and the Stranglethorn Tiger because I thought I had 10. Yeah, that was dumb. But then again, I want to develop as many things as possible rather than just one big thing.
Blood and plunder.
Toshli's actually pretty good stats-wise. I mean, basically, Toshli is a Boulder Fist Ogre that has 1 less attack, but it gives you 2 spare parts. That's pretty good. Gives you a lot of versatility. I'm gonna keep the Big Game Hunter until forever, basically, so that my opponent can't flip the board. Cogmaster's Wrench plus the 5-1 and the 7-7 kills my opponent next turn, so I don't even need to worry about my Taunt or my 3-2.
Reporting for duty.
Actually, I already have lethal on the board.
Well played.
Well played.
Here we go.
Just kill him instantly. That opponent was nice. No reason for me to dick around in the lethal stage. Ooh, level up to level 48 and get a golden assassinate. The first of them. 7-2. God damn it. I remember when we were at 4-2 and I said, oh, we're not going to go much farther than this, so I guess I won't even cut to a part 2. Now I'm regretting that, but I can't cut to a part 2 at, an hour in, because then what happens if I come back and then I lose the next match? I look like a right laughing stock. What I used to do is I used to just play a full arena and then I would cut them in post-editing, but sometimes there was no natural cutting point, like I would talk through the loading stage, and that would end up with weird bits. Like, bits that I should have cut but couldn't cut, or sentences I had to cut out. Ugh, it was all over the place. Holy shit, a 2, 3, and a 4. Now that's a natural curve. Let's see if our natural curve actually works out well for us. Because our unnatural curves have gone surprisingly well. Oh, of course. Hello, Avenge. How are you today? I think I don't attack next turn just in case it is an Avenge. No, but if it is... So if it is Avenge and I don't attack, I lose the... Oh, shit. Crud. So I'm developing the Raging Worgen. Oh, I should have attacked the face. I'm a dumb dude, yes I am. Blessing of Kings. I'll have you know, that minion is now 1 less attack than I need to be able to kill it.
Here we go.
Big Game Hunter would have been the world's biggest swing. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. Oh well.
Dingo! Yes. Tazdingo!
Does Dingo! Yes! Oh shit! Oh, that's the arena that I have to do! Oh, okay, I do actually have one request. I'll do this in another arena, not this one. Every single time I play a card, I have to emulate the sound effect that that card makes on entering the battlefield. Oh hey, now I get to Big Game Hunter something.
got the beast in my sight.
I got the beast in my sights, guys. So this is Avenge, right? It's not triggered on any of the other things. This card is Avenge. I'm so glad that the Big Game Hunter at least hit once this arena. And relatively well.
First kill.
Gotcha.
It's so fucking bad that the piloted Shredder is more powerful. Mostly because alongside it I get to develop a dagger, but still. And the fact that if my opponent clears the board, I'll still have stuff. That's a huge consideration as well.
Not on my watch.
Oh! Now I don't like this video game anymore.
Reporting for duty.
So I'm gonna kill the Divine Shield component of that, but I'm not gonna kill any of his minions. Not even the 1/1, which can trade for my 7/7's Divine Shield. I can't do it. I'll trigger Avenge and then I'll put myself in a horrible position. Indeed. What are you gonna do, Sungo? I'm playing very risky right now. I'm well aware that I am very likely to lose as a result of that play. However, I feel like I lose quickly as a result of making that risky play, or in the long run, I lose slowly as a result of playing the other way. Right? This either has a way to spectacularly fuck up very quickly, or a way to win. Whereas the other way, I think, just loses. Controlling against the fucking buff that, that Avenge gives is so fucking difficult. Oh, what? If it hits anything but this, I'm fucked. What? Well, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Hearthstone Arena. Oh well, it worked out. I think I'm gonna have to call that, like, dominance. Not because we dominated a lot of games, but just because we finished 2 dominance quests. I'm real pleased with that. That's enough gold to get into another arena as well. Holy shit. We could even get the first wing of Blackrock Mountain with that. Let's open this pack and see what we get. Oh, this is an unfortunate pack. Alright. It's been a very long time. It's been a long time since I've seen your smiling face. No, it's been a long time since we've, disenchanted for dust. Do we have any golds that we can disenchant as well? I mean, we have a lot of trash cards that we can disenchant, but do we have any golds? My set, you might be noticing whilst looking through it, my set of cards is a little bit on the skint side, some would say. Okay, disenchant. I don't need gold cards. In fact, I actively don't want gold cards. I don't put gold cards in any of my decks. Sure, they look pretty, but they tell your opponent a little something. It's a very small amount of information that they give your opponent, right? It basically says, oh, this person has more cards, or is more likely to have more expensive cards because they have these golden cards that they haven't disenchanted yet, right? It tells them very little amounts about your deck, or at least about your collection, but that's way too much, right? That's information that I didn't have to volunteer at all. Oh, Clockwork Giant, of course it is. Well, Why? Oh, right, yeah, these are all the golden ones that I've just earned through the course of Arena. My name is Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Hearthstone Arena, the name of the deck has been Dominance. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. We went 7-3 with a Rogue. It went pretty damn well. Ragnaros punched us in the fucking face. 25% chance there. But, of course, if it hit my 7-7, it also would have basically lost us the game. So instead of being a 25% chance, I'm going to count that as a 50% chance for us to lose the game off the back of that being played. And even then, I would probably need to top deck Lethal that turn. So I would have had to top deck Eviscerate, and my opponent would have had to hit my 4-3, which would have had to summon something that had at least 2 damage. So, yeah, it was a really long shot for us to actually win from that point on. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. If you have, please click like. It doesn't get my content out to new people. There's also playlists in the description down below with all of my Hearthstone Ranked, Hearthstone Arena, and Hearthstone Adventures, okay? Which is soon to include the Blackrock Mountain expansion, which is opening tomorrow. But I think it's actually 2 days from now for everyone in different time zones. It's weird time zone mathematics. I'll figure it out. If you really want up-to-date information on when Blackrock expansion content is going to be coming out on my channel, follow me on Twitter at Rhapsody Plays. I'll be posting all the stuff there. How fucking long can I spend in an episode whoring myself? 1 hour and 17 minutes of content. 30 seconds to a minute of whoring myself. Is that okay with you guys? And gals, and everyone in between. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. We'll see you next time.